Butterfly Season 1 Episode 6 continues where we left off, with Gunn abducting Rebecca. After stealing a bike and pursuing it, David regrettably loses them. Does Rebecca get saved by David? David goes back to his in-laws and requests assistance when Rebecca is abducted in exchange for David doing him a favor. His father-in-law consents to provide David with a small army and artillery to help him get Rebecca back. Unju, however, is concerned that Rebecca is not prepared to give up her previous life. She cautions David to exercise caution. Rebecca is persuaded to return to Juno in the interim. Rebecca is still capable of being an operative, according to Juno. She turns on David by taking advantage of his wish to save Rebecca. Juno gives Rebecca just what she needs to hear as she longs for acceptance. She voluntarily follows Juno, and they decide to leave the nation in a private jet. Oliver believes she tried to kill him and turned against her, which disappoints Juno. Nevertheless, she claims she doesn't want to lose Rebecca. On their way to the airport, Rebecca and Juno are stopped by David and his men. David boldly closes off the route and directs the convoy to the precise location he desires. David and Gunn engage in a fierce battle that ends with David cutting Gunn's throat as Rebecca murders the other agents and threatens Juno with a gun. Rebecca persuades David to let Juno live even though he wants her dead. Once more, Rebecca cannot murder Juno since she views her as family. Rebecca and David decline Juno's invitation to work in her new business. Rather, they caution her against bothering them anymore. In another scene, Dawson and a group of FBI officers raid Caddis in an effort to obtain evidence. What happens at the end of Butterfly Season 1? Juno boards her private plane and leaves the nation. In another nation, she plans to begin another procedure. She apologizes for being a bad mother when Oliver calls. She also expresses regret for killing Oliver's supposed dog, Baron, when he was a little boy. Oliver apologizes for betraying his mother, and she clarifies that she didn't attempt to kill him. Juno tells him it's all right, but Oliver can't hear his mother because of the poor phone reception. Rebecca and David return to Seoul. David attempts to brief Rebecca during the ride, but when it comes to what she and Juno discussed, she lies. She doesn't have to tell him the truth, David assures her. David eats dinner with his family later as David and Unju consider relocating to the United States. Minhee recommends Hawaii. Before departing the restaurant, Unju requests to go to the women's restroom. David and Minhee stay behind and Rebecca offers to accompany her. David discovers after a while that the journey to the women's restroom is taking longer than anticipated. Unju is bleeding on the floor with a slit in her throat when he bursts down the door. There is no sign of Rebecca. Unju is unable to speak when he asks her if Rebecca is responsible for her attack. David yells Rebecca's name in agony as the program comes to a close.